Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Matthew and I don't know how directly long this video is going to be, but I know this is probably going to be one of my more longer videos. So we're going to go ahead and this is going to be my last video of 2023, and it's going to be like the big update regarding everything as a whole. So we're going to be like reflecting on the work we did this year, and I want to announce some new projects, including some ones that are confirmed and ones that are still going through my green light stage, quote unquote, because I'm a one-man thing right now aside from Miri Studios that's kind of producing this whole thing. So let's go ahead and talk about that. And we're also going to be talking about some things that I feel like I also have to just kind of get off my chest. So the timetable card, whatever you want to call it, is in the description for table contents. So let's go ahead and do it. First thing we're going to talk about is reflecting on the work I did this year. Now, this is an interesting topic because I did a lot of work this year. Like, a lot more than what would perceive the eye at first. Like, just to give you guys some good examples, I did a lot more object show stuff this year. I did Golden Glory, what would basically be its final season, season 10, or was supposed to be the final season. It's the final season to the story, but there are still going to be stories told within the GG universe, so it's not the last you'll ever see of the characters. I did several of the Amber's Godzilla show episodes. I did many seasons, and right now we're on its 20th season, which has so far in 2023 ended off with 12 episodes, and then we're still going to be continuing with season 20 through the new year. We previously wrapped up Llama Man this past January. We also did the Game Godzilla show's final episode, which was the final part to the movie, or its second season. It's basically both. Literally just yesterday. Actually, I made it today, but I'm making this video like the day I filmed Game Godzilla. Like, I just put it out like less than an hour ago. So, I also put out some full cuts to the Second the Object show and such. Not really continuing that. I unprivated or unlisted TDF OS. You can watch my video on that. The Second the Object Show mini, that's already done. Golden Lore Superstars, that's still going, unfortunately. So next year it's going to be when it ends, but we'll talk about that in another episode. But I did more stuff for that show, and I'm very happy with what I've been doing. Let's see. I also gave Play Button Palooza its first episode, Spiral Shape Show its first episode, and the Flip-O-Rama Object Show its first episode. So a lot of first episodes that will be continuing throughout the new year. And a lot of the work I did, but that's like just shows. The Game Godzilla movie itself, it as a whole, I think I did a good job with it. The Derby Godzilla movie 3 is the last film of the trilogy, which I'm very happy with what I did with it. Definitely the shortest, but it's probably the funniest of the bunch. Because, in my opinion, that's probably what it was trying to go for, because the main character is literally a comical side relief. And this year we also did, after who knows how many years of production, we started the Golden Glory movie, which had its part 1 released this October, and the mini parts to part 2 are now being released every 2 days, which we should have just put one out today. And in the way of games go, I've been mainly remastering a lot of my older ones. Well, specifically 3 of them. The Impossible Race, the Amber's Godzilla video game, and Golden Glory Escape the Fire Demon, which Escape the Fire Demon at this point is pretty much almost complete. The Amber's Godzilla video game, I just kind of re-released it with the updated graphics. And even though the character design themselves still look like hot garbage, I'm probably just going to be like redesigning them, or you might even just take photos of the Red and Godzilla toys used in show, and then I'll just paste them into the show or the game. I also launched the pre-alpha for a new game, Llama Man Rant Rampage, which so far has honestly been a really fun game for me to make. And I also like started Wattpad, and I've been having such a blast making it. A lot of the chapters I make specifically for like Golden Glory Adventures, I wrote, and they're really fun to just kind of get your ideas down on paper. I also did Golden Glory The Lost Episodes, which was like a compilation of lost scripts and ideas that I had for the show. And I also did the Caterpillar and Friends. That's a perfect segue, by the way. We'll just hold on to that. I did I'm starting a new story. I'm currently adapting one, Winnie the Pooh Pit, and I hope that one is a hit with it. But that's a perfect segue into the Caterpillar and Friends one that I did with Logan Frisch. You guys might know him, old friend of mine, and really good, amazing person to work with, by the way. Him and I collaborated on the short film of the same name, Caterpillar and Friends, The Worry Bully. I also did like a plethora of short films this year. I uploaded the Angry Birds Godzilla Show and Golden Glory short films that were showcased at my talent shows in 22 and 3. I also did the Client, which was a horror short film original, kind of analog horror. I'm not really a fan of analog horror, but this one was really fun to do. I also did, again, Winnie the Pooh Pit. And I also did a pilot more of like a short film, was supposed to be a pilot, for Thomas Take It to the Max, which is like my own take on Thomas and Friends after who knows how many years of being into the franchise. And we put out a lot of content as far as the way of short films, movies, and shows go. We also put out, against remasters of the games, Golden Glory Adventures, and the Caterpillar and Friends stuff. Pretty much just recapping what we put out. And I'm honestly also going to say, this year, as far as like production value goes, it could not have been any higher compared to the other years. Like, for example, the Angry Birds and Godzilla show in particular had the biggest shift in quality. Like, I already explained it in my, my long podcast episode, but basically, like, we did so much, like, season 19 specifically and season 20, what we're currently on, was, like, big quality jump, which I absolutely like. And, I think from here on out, I'm really going to want to improve my craft here. As far as, like, regular basic video projects go, videos, not just shows in general, we did Ask Me again. We brought back that. The Godzilla 2023 advent calendar went really well. 31 consecutive days, kind of. I had some delays, but, say that be. I got caught up. That's all that mattered. I also put out plenty of video reviews, not just advent calendar, but also bite-sized reviews. I put that out as well. I put out some basic form reviews. I put out In 7 Seconds. That got a complete makeover, by the way, as far as, like, what I did for the show. Or, I guess, that little mini-series. I did more figure skits. I did some of those, even one of which transformed to, like, a mini-series of sort. I'm not counting it as a show, but it is a mini-series. And I also did a lot of, like, update videos, because, I want to, like, progress my my appeal, of course. And I also started opening myself up a bit more towards collaboration. Of course, I am can't really speak on some of them right now, but I am currently working on some collabs. So yeah, that basically recaps a lot of the work I did last year. Or this year, 2023, I should say. What about next year, 2024, or this year, when you're watching this? I am going to be upfront and honest. As far as totally new projects, I don't really have a lot. The one I do have is a brand new show I revealed on Instagram, by the way. Is called Kevin the Ninja Cube. It's based on Cube Shooter Simulator, an old test game demo that I made back in 2018. And I want to give it like a story. I want to give it more characters that you can actually fall in love with and watch an adventure kind of grow out. But I'm not making it with the game. The game is going to be made its own thing. And in the way of movies go, the Golden Glory movie is kind of like my main focus as far as the movie projects go. And also, I do want to make more progress on my other movie, Godzilla Monster Against Monster, but I can't promise it'll release this year, or 2024. I'm going to say this year as in 2024. I cannot promise that. Because right now, the Golden Glory movie is my main priority, and I should hopefully have it done by summertime. That way, I can actually get more into pre-production and then production, definitely not post, for our Godzilla Monster Against Monster. So that all being said, Kevin the Ninja Cube is where it's at right now as far as new shows go, because I don't want to announce like a boatload of new shows just for the sake of announcing a boatload of new shows, because I think that was a major fault with me in 23. I did way too much, and now I'm just picking up the scraps of where I left off. So I previously finished the Game Godzilla show, but as of right now, my main focus is catch-up mode. Fixing and finishing all the previous shows that, I still don't have, or are not done yet. The Amber's Godzilla show itself, right as of now, is going to get, I want to aim towards 5 complete seasons, not counting season 20 in 2024. So, 5 full-length seasons, 30 episodes each, with episodes ranging from about 4 to 5 minutes long. That is my goal. If I can manage my time well, and if I have the motivation still, which I hopefully should, I can definitely do it. Golden Glory as well is going to be bringing back seasons 3, 4, 7, and 8. 9. Not 8, just 9. All of them are going to be completed. Yes, that's right. We're bringing back old Golden Glory seasons that have not had a definitive winner. Because if you noticed, a lot of them ended prematurely. So I'm bringing all of them back in the form of new episodes. And all of them will get a conclusive winner. And that'll coincide with the whole randomization of episodes. So what I'm hoping to do, this is going to be a very tough challenge for me to do. But I hope to stick with the schedule of Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with the Amber's Godzilla show, but have Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday and or Sunday be Golden Glory, and then whichever day is like another show. So that's my hope for this. And I think I can definitely conjure up enough episodes for that length. So, with that being said, let's move on to the other ones. Spiral Shape Show, again, that's getting its second episode January 5th. And as for episode 3, that's like way too early for me to even think about, but definitely, hopefully coming February of 2024. January 2024 for episode 2, and then hopefully one every month. That's what I'm aiming for. Golden Glory Season 11 is still going to be continuing. Do not worry. And same with the Flipperama Object Show, Intergalactic Imagination, which would be easy rather to pull off, and because there's only 2 episodes left of the show, and Play Button Palooza. All of those are just my own individual projects that I will first finish along with Season 11 and Spiral Shape Show, and then we'll move on to the Golden Glory relaunch era, as I'm calling it, and with Amber's Godzilla show running alongside it. Matthew's House of Hour Reviews is set to put out at least 5 more episodes, what I have planned, and that's that entirety of that show. And I hope that I can somehow fit in, like, more, I have some ideas, but I also want to make some Christian content. As you can tell, I am very much faithful in my, in my beliefs of God, if you haven't noticed, because that's why I started saying, spread the gospel, believe in Jesus at the end of my videos now, but I actually want to, incorporate that into my video making. So I do have a few ideas, but let's see what happens. I'm really interested in this. But also, I plan not so much more short films. I like the short films that I did, but at the same time, I also want to mainly focus on my bigger scale projects, not just one-offs. So that's my main focus right now. So as far as newer projects and the stuff I'm going to be working on in 2024, I also have the new game, again, Llama Man, Rampage. I'm going to be putting that into alphas and then the betas and then the final version, which I hope will release sometime in 24. Again, I don't know when. If they did this sort of thing just kind of happens. I plan out putting a new story out on January 1st, which is Mickey Mouse Slaughterhouse, a short film that I was supposed to produce with my friend, but unfortunately, it just kind of fell apart thanks to the fact that, I also just think that it might be just too violent for YouTube. So it's going as a short story on Wattpad. That's right. So you can read the entire thing. I've actually got it set up. I just need to make a thumbnail and then we'll keep thinking videos, cover art, and then we're all good. We're all set to go. And then, yeah. Aside from that, Five Nights with Fire, that's also becoming a novel. I did say I would release in October 2023. That did not happen, and so I'm pretty much rewriting the entire thing from scratch. So do keep that in mind. Also do keep this in mind. I'm going to be working like crazy on these sort of things. So just don't know that everything is going to happen not simultaneously exactly, but like a huge amount of content all at once. So I'm going to try my best to push a lot of things out, not rush them, but push a lot of things out. That all being said, I also want to just make this here. Anyone who's watched my videos knows exactly why or what I've been doing. Godzilla videos. I am going to be taking a step back from that. Now, what I specifically mean is Godzilla content has always been on my radar for the past 7 or 8 years. And while I have enjoyed it, it's definitely taken away from a lot of the other things that I want to do on this channel. And Godzilla making it the big head of it all, like I have so much Godzilla films, it's not even funny. So I want to start making more original stuff and stuff based on my other interests. So Godzilla content's definitely going to be taking a step back in 2024. I'm not ditching it completely. Of course I'll still unbox. Of course I'll still review. Of course I'll still talk about it. But it's just Godzilla's going to be taking a step back from it. And I'm going to be focusing mainly on my more original stuff as well as Godzilla. Also, keep in mind that does not relate to the Amber's Godzilla show. Tavigus I keep separate from my Godzilla content, but Godzilla's still in there. I just treat it differently. So as for Godzilla content, we're talking reviews, action figures, Godzilla-thon, even though that's ended like a year ago, the advent calendars and such. So just note of that. Also, I just want to make the announcement here that bite-size reviews will not be continuing. I've really thought about this, and while I am amazed at how much reception it's been getting, I ultimately just think that making bite-sized reviews is just not a good way to give my actual thoughts on things. I like to ramble. I like longer form videos. And a lot of the shorts I've been putting out are just more short form versions, like clips from my various projects. So I don't like how bite-sized reviews is just kind of crammed in there. So unfortunately, yes, bite-sized reviews will not be continuing in 2024. I really am sorry if you guys were really wanting it to, but unfortunately it's just not. But I can say that as far as the Godzilla Advent Calendar goes, yes, that will be continuing, but 2024 might be the last Advent Calendar. Again, it's just primarily because I want to try and not phase out Godzilla, but keep it to a minimum. I like doing 23 and 24 because there's just more figures for me to take a look at, even with me doing 2 at a time and even the final one 3. But, you know, at this point, I still am just wanting to, like, take a step back from it all and, you know, just enjoy more originality and less riding off Godzilla for, like, who knows how many years straight. So, just understand that. But, with that all being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this, like, very long video. I can confirm that, yes, I will still at least be trying to do daily videos. It's a big task, yes, but it's a task I'm willing to take. But with that being said, guys, thank you guys for listening to this very long video. Not really exactly a podcast, but yeah. Thank you guys for listening, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Subscribe for more videos like this. Definitely believe in Jesus. Accept him as your Lord and Savior today. Restore the gospel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everyone. God bless. Have a happy new year.